Victims' families and survivors of other recent mass shootings gathered with gun control activists on Capitol Hill today for a rally, renewing their calls for expanded background check legislation. Mike Canine was there, and he joins us now with more from our satellite center. Mike?
Morris, you know, the narrative in political circles lately has been after Newtown, when 20 children and their teachers were gunned down and killed in an elementary school in Connecticut, that Washington lawmakers could not come up with some kind of legislation to try to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. There's an expectation that no tragedy, no massacre could prevent any, could lead to more legislation to address the gun control issue. But these activists there today on Capitol Hill reject that notion.
Stephen Anderson.
Since the shooting rampage in Newtown, Connecticut, gun control advocates say 9,000 Americans have been murdered with firearms.
As time passes, I do believe that people start to forget what's going on, and that's why I feel it's very important for myself and everyone else to come out and tell their story. So people have to remember. They have to remember my sister and the other 25 victims from that day.
Carly Soto's sister, Victoria, a teacher, was shot and killed at Sandy Hook Elementary. 9 months later, she says she's extremely frustrated with Congress and the nation.
Call your senators, write letters, ask to speak to them.
At this Capitol Hill rally, survivors of mass shootings in Tucson, Aurora, and other acts of gun violence plan to lobby their representatives, including some who voted against their first priority, background checks.
And when I meet with them, I'm going to tell them, look, I don't want your sympathy. I don't want your condolences. I don't want your hugs and your pats. I want your courage.
After Monday's tragedy at the Navy Yard, President Obama delivered a statement from the White House calling the victims patriots. But he quickly pivoted back to his economic agenda. And even allies of this cause on Capitol Hill say there aren't enough votes. Stephen Barton survived the Aurora Theater shooting. He says he does not expect instantaneous change.
This is not an issue that will disappear. As everyone acknowledges, there's going to be another mass shooting. There are shootings today that are happening. There are more families who are being torn apart by gun violence, and they're becoming advocates too.
The NRA and others opposing expanded background checks say they would not be effective because criminals are not law-abiding citizens. They also believe more gun control laws would create a burden for everyone else. On its homepage Monday, the NRA posted a statement, quote, "We grieve and pray for those who lost their lives and for those hurt at the Washington Navy Yard." Morris?
Mike Canine, thank you.